I'm Angeline Chandler, Vice President of Planning at the New York State Canal Corporation. In 2023, we launched the Erie Canal Artist-in-Residence program in collaboration with the Erie Canal Museum in Syracuse. This initiative aims to diversify and broaden our audiences. The program is inspired by New York City's well-established Artist-in-Residence program, which operates on the principle that artists are innovative problem solvers who engage with people in unique and unexpected ways to convey ideas. Over the past 3 iterations of our residency program, we have invited photographers to immerse themselves in the canal system. They have interacted with our staff, delved into our archives, and found fresh perspectives on the canal. We chose photography as the medium for this residency because it offers extensive access and subject matter, and we recognize a significant gap in public awareness about the Erie Canal. One of our 2025 artists in residence is Kari Varner, who is based in Binghamton, New York. Her residency work is focused on using plants found along the canal as not only the subject of her work, but also in the chemical process for developing her images.
My work oftentimes is focused on place and understanding and learning more about a place through the act of photographing. So it almost gives me an excuse. And my process is such that I'm both, I like to say, harvesting photographs, but also harvesting plants, because my images actually emerge directly from the landscape itself. So I've made photographic developer with plants including autumn olive, Japanese knotweed, Japanese stiltgrass, Moreau's honeysuckle, garlic mustard, and now water chestnut as well. Vitamin C. And so I'm working with alternative and historical photographic processes that people would have been utilizing in the time of the canal. But additionally, some of the plants which I'm utilizing, they're pretty much exclusively designated as invasive plant species. And quite a few of those were introduced within that same moment. So thinking back to, yes, the presence of that history, but also how it's recontextualized in this current moment. The hope is that when people view my images, they are then drawn to landscapes that they know well and hopefully will discover more about them, or that they could draw a connection to a new landscape and feel this kind of agency or inspiration to form an even greater or more in-depth relationship with that place.
And now, looking at the canal from a different angle is Sarah Cameron Sunde, who divides her time between New York City and Ellenville and is another of our 2025 artists. Sarah is spending her residency exploring ways to engage with the water of the canal.
I have been working with water since 2013. When Hurricane Sandy hit New York City in 2012, it really affected me. So ever since then, I have been exploring these questions of how do our bodies exist in relationship to the water? How can we listen more to the water? How can we pay attention to what's happening with the climate crisis? I've mostly worked with oceans and seas all around the world, and what's exciting for me about working with the Erie Canal is that it's the first time that I'm working with an engineered body of water. And Jeremy Dennis is a collaborator. He's a wonderful photographer, and we went to several sites over the course of a week, and we played around with what does it mean for my body to put my body in relationship to the water, to try to surrender and think of the water as a relative rather than a resource.
At the New York State Canal Corporation, attracting new audiences to the canal is crucial to ensure its support as it enters its 3rd century of use. Additionally, we aim to tell a more comprehensive story of the canal that includes diverse voices and extends beyond the traditional narrative. The canal is a rich site for exploration, and we believe we have only just begun to uncover the myriad stories it holds.